If you were married to someone that you did not get along with, and you could say that maybe you hate that person belittles you and tells you that you need to learn how to talk to him, and you wanted to divorce that person, but your dad says that you have to try and make it work, would you try and make it work? Kalani and Asuelu, 90 Day Fiance, happily ever after. That's what I want to talk about today. Hey, welcome back to my channel. My name is Debbie. I am the She in Sheality TV, and today I want to talk about 90 Day Fiance, happily ever after, or maybe not so happily ever after, Kalani and Asuelu. So, Kalani and Asuelu, he's from Samoa, she's American, obviously, and they met when she was on vacation in Samoa, visiting her dad's family. And she hooked up with this dude who worked at the resort that she was staying at. And this dude was Asuelu, and the rest is kind of history. But now they're not getting along. They have 2 kids, okay? Now, when they had the first kid, all right, they weren't getting along. After they had the first baby, they weren't getting along. And she wanted out then, but oh, miracle of miracles, she's pregnant again. Now, when she got pregnant the second time, her family was like, oh, dad's gonna be so mad at Asuelu. He's gonna be really... Did these parents not tell their daughter? Did they not have the birds and the bees talk? Do the parents not know that it takes 2? That Asuelu didn't just wish the baby into her uterus? Do they know that? Do they know that she had to have a part in it, or it wouldn't have happened? Did they get that? I don't get that. Everybody was so pissed at him for getting her pregnant, but nobody said, girl, what the hell were you thinking? No one asked her that. No one said, okay, listen, you don't like this guy. Why are you... I don't know, but on the one hand, I think that this Asuelu dude is a 6-year-old in a man's body. I have no idea how she let him climb on top of her and get her pregnant. No clue. And on the other, he behaves and has tantrums like a 6-year-old. But when I look back at how her family blamed him for the fact that she was pregnant again, I kind of see why he's so pissy, right? So anyways, their life has gotten worse since they've had a second baby. They don't get along any better. He calls her all kinds of nasty names and calls her he called her a lying bitch once in the back. He was sitting in the back of the car and she was driving, and I can't remember what she said to him, but he called her a lying bitch. Dude, I'm sorry. I don't care that he's grown. I don't care who he is to me. I don't care if he's my husband, my son, my father, my daughter, my dog. His ass would have been out on the side of the road. He called his wife. He calls her those kind of names. And you wonder why they don't get along. Like, anyway. So on this last episode, Kalani goes to see a lawyer. Actually, she tells her dad, okay, that she is thinking about a divorce, right? Now, we don't know any of what they reveal in the lawyer's office. Like, we don't find out any of this stuff before she gets to the lawyer. We don't find out that her dad co-sponsored Asuelu because she doesn't meet the income requirement. Just like Tiffany doesn't meet the income requirement to sponsor Ronald, and she goes to her dad to ask him to co-sponsor. But Kalani's issue with divorcing Asuelu is that they will be on the hook for him financially for 10 years, even though the lawyer goes through all this hoop jumping about how it's been changed to a lifetime and blah blah blah. It was changed to a lifetime after they already signed their deal to bring Asuelu over, their sponsorship deal to bring Asuelu over. So they will still be on the hook for him if he needs public assistance for 10 years, not for a lifetime. what's her nose, Tiffany, who wants to bring Ronald over, she would be on the hook for a lifetime. Her and her dad would be on the hook for a lifetime. And honestly, he is the wrong person to bring over and be on the hook for financially, because I guarantee you they would be on the hook for him. That dude's not going to work. But anyway, getting back to Kalani and Asuelu. So the lawyer tells them or reminds them, hey, you remember that, and her dad, they bring up her dad on the iPad, and they have this big conversation, and the lawyer reminds them that the papers that you sign keep you on the hook financially for him for 10 years. So if he has to go on assistance, the government will pay him assistance, but you'll get a bill for it. So the dad, I kind of get where the dad is coming from, but at the same time, I'm not sure that I would co-sponsor my daughter's fiance from another country. No, that's a lie. I'm positive that I wouldn't. I just wouldn't. I've seen it happen too many times. I've seen it go wrong too many times to end up in that position. I just have. I would never do it. I just couldn't. I think I've told you guys in a previous video that I know 3 women who have done this. Met men, and they've all met these guys on vacation to some faraway place, not online. They meet them on, they go away, they meet them on vacation, they have whatever fling they have, and some, before you know it, they sponsor the guy to come over, and it has not failed. I've seen 3 of them, and 3 of them have failed. So as soon as the guy gets his papers, he starts acting like Asuelu, right? Because Asuelu works. He does rideshare, so he's got some kind of a green card, or he's got some kind of a permit that allows him to work, and now he's a jerk. For that's not the word that I would usually use if I wasn't on video, but yeah, now he's just being a huge, sis. So Daddy naturally wants her to stay with him. Now, her dad said,
as only quitters, get divorces. Divorces for quitters.
Well, divorces for people who hate husbands, who call them nasty names. And, I don't know. It just feels like this guy got his papers and turned into a completely different person. But on the flip, Daddy also doesn't want to be on the hook for this guy for 10 years. At least if she stays with him, he'll keep working and, helping her pay their way. But who knows, right? I don't know. I just don't think, I know that her dad thought that he was doing something good when he helped her by co-signing or co-sponsoring Asuelu into the country, but I don't know, forcing her to stay with this guy who is just, he's just trash to her. Absolute trash to her. Now, in addition, if she doesn't divorce this guy, I bet you she gets pregnant again. I bet you. Because apparently, like I said before, her parents didn't give her the birds and the bees talk. I don't know if her parents know the birds and the bees talk, because like I said, they got pissed off at Asuelu when she got pregnant again. That's a 2-man job. That's not just on him, it's on her too. And I would bet she'll get pregnant again. On some episode next season, she'll say,
I'm pregnant. What am I gonna do?
It's not what you're gonna do, it's what you did do. The deed is already done. You've already done it. So there's nothing you can do, but what? You've already got 2 kids. What are you gonna do? Now you're stuck with this man because you're not gonna leave him when you're pregnant. Your dad's not gonna let you leave him because he co-sponsored him. So I don't know, it feels like when you put yourself in a co-sponsor situation, you don't have complete control over how that relationship ends. Does that make sense? Because the second he threw that first tantrum, I would have thrown his backside out the door. The first time I met his batshit crazy family, yeah, we would have been done. But can't do that because you're not the only one on the hook. Your dad is too. So I don't know. The lawyer, when they're in the lawyer's office, the lawyer talked to the dad, and the dad was like,
I think that she should work it out. I think that they should stay together. Divorces for quitters.
And so, yeah, it just kind of ended there. She didn't make a decision one way or the other. And God, I don't know. I can't stand her husband. I can't. Asuelu is just, like I said, he's a 6-year-old in a grown-up's body. He throws tantrums. He calls her names. He does all of that other stuff. And she's supposed to what? Just take it? In another part of the episode, her dad takes Asuelu, her husband. They go to play golf or something. And I'm guessing that's with the intention of, having a conversation and whatever. Now, if that was my dad, that conversation would have been,
If you mistreat my daughter again, I'm gonna cut your legs off.
it would be that simple. But her dad was all,
You can always come to me if you need to talk or if you need to.
maybe Kalani didn't go into any details about how Asuelu treats her to her dad, but they all talk about her dad as being, this big tough guy. Oh, when dad finds out. Dad doesn't do shit. Dad is all bark. Dad's got no bite whatsoever. So I don't know how they're all trying to make Asuelu feel like he'll have hell to pay with her dad if he doesn't treat her right, because Daddy hasn't done jack yet. So I don't know, this will be interesting to see what happens when she tries to work it out. I mean, like I said, she's gonna get pregnant again, without a doubt. But it'll be nice to see if Asuelu's behavior improves. I don't know, we'll see. That's all I've got for Kalani and Asuelu in 90 Day Fiance Happily Ever After for today. My name is Debbie. This is Sheality TV. I will see you next time. Peace.